Okay, time to film my reaction to the next death battle. This one, oh, I know who I'm rooting for. People are gonna hate me for this, but I felt that Lilo and Stitch was an overrated movie. I mean, it promised so much. Those commercials with him butting into Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid. Those were funny, but the actual movie was a tad mid. But Rocket Raccoon, like most people, I had no idea what the fuck Guardians of the Galaxy was before those movies, but oh man, Rocket made those movies. And the last one, Chef's Kiss, more focus on Rocket. It's easily in the top 5 MCU movies for me, so yeah. So Marvel takes out, then again, Disney and Marvel, they're essentially the same company now. Whatever, let's get on with it. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Stitch, Disney's Extraordinary Experiment 626.
Rocket, Marvel's murderous mercenary mustelid. Those are like weasels and ferrets and raccoons.
We get it.
You know, because he's a...
Just because you're cute and fluffy doesn't mean you aren't the deadliest thing in the universe.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Oh, we're going
it's our
2D,
job to
oh
analyze
well.
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I remember
In the distant reaches of
Stitch being
outer
strong enough to
space, the mad
fling a
scientist Jumbo Jukiba was
Volkswagen
accused of
Bug,
illegal
so
genetic experimentation.
Rocket might be in
The
a
galaxy's
disadvantage.
Most dangerous, most absolutely purely black-hearted evil creatures and smushed them all together.
A great man with a vision, persecuted by spineless know-nothing bureaucrats.
The result? Experiment 626, though you can just call him Stitch.
He did not!
I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh, so naughty. After being slated for termination, Stitch escapes to a distant planet, Earth. Oh wait, Earth.
Crash landing in the Hawaiian island of Kauai of all places. There he'd be adopted by the Earth girl Lilo and went incognito as the ugliest dog ever.
And despite his horrific upbringing, Stitch found he had a softer side, a love of Elvis, and a kinship with Lilo, a devil child who didn't fit in, just like him.
That was a cool part of the movie, though, like trying to do voodoo magic on classmates. That was funny.
And let me tell you, as a fellow mad scientist, Jumbo really outdid himself here. I've been meaning to dig deeper into Stitch's piecemeal alien biology for years. First of all, his fluffy exterior is entirely bulletproof, fireproof, and nearly impenetrable.
Yeah, Rocket's gonna have an uphill battle.
So dense, he can't swim. Sucks he landed in Hawaii of all places.
Stitch can crawl on walls, hear a whisper from miles away, and scream so loud he'll blow you to kingdom come.
He's strong enough to lift 3,000 times his own body weight and can spin dash so fast he'll burst into flames.
His
Wow,
eyesight
eat that,
is also
Sonic.
Incredible. He's got night, X-ray, and infrared vision, and can even zoom in hundreds of times over.
Even better, he can hawk loogies like a friggin' machine gun. His spit is conductive enough to short-circuit electronics, stick objects together like glue, and even dissolve solid rock. Oh, and he's somehow a genius, too. The dude knows molecular physics and can build entire mech suits and spaceships out of junk in seconds.
You wouldn't think it from his everything, but Stitch is a genius with a brain comparable to a supercomputer. The world's most powerful supercomputer right now is Hewlett-Packard's Frontier, which can make 1 quintillion calculations a second.
Comparing Stitch to Frontier is frankly a massive lowball.
See, Stitch was programmed to have Jumba's own intelligence, and Jumba's IQ has been compared to that of an entire galaxy combined.
I have conducted my own genetic analysis to determine Stitch's alien progenitors. His DNA includes traces of the manglioid of Meridian 4, the goo goblin booger beast, the people-eating tongue monkey,
Booger
the berry
beast.
disemboweler, the boiling tongue-oid, and the bottom-feeding scum sucker.
It sounds like your ex-wife. Am I right?
No, Wiz, what the hell? That's such a messed up thing to say about her. Be better.
I'm so disappointed in you.
You can make those jokes when you start paying the alimony.
Well, Stitch's incredible buffet of alien DNA is supported by a power cell embedded in his body, fueled by the energy of 2 colliding planets. Huh? Colliding planets! Are you coming back? No?
You!
Okay.
He's got a jetpack, freeze ray, grenades, and a Seismotronic 200, which can make sandwiches gigantic. Oh, and shrink enemies, that's cool too.
Stitch was a one-fluff army, and he proved it when everyone from the Galactic Federation to the dastardly Dr. Hamsterville came to pick a fight with him.
Including all of Jumba's experiments. Yeah, 626 isn't just some random number. There are hundreds of these little bastards running around. More troublemaking cousins to add to his growing ohana.
Though he had to pacify many of them first, like Slushy, who can create a snowstorm that covered all of Kauai.
Or Richter, who can split the Earth in half and shatter planet-busting asteroids.
And Jumba stated that Stitch was the most destructive, unstoppable monster the universe has ever seen. Even more dangerous than Holio, who can create a black hole large enough to consume the entire universe.
Speaking of black holes, in the anime, yes, there's a Lilo and Stitch anime.
Okay,
Stitch
that's
once
news to
piloted
me.
a ship carrying a supernova bomb, strong enough to wipe out a galaxy, and flew it into a black hole. It and the black hole both exploded on top of him, and he popped out no worse for the wear. You know, like you do.
Another time, he piloted a ship to a different black hole in less than 2 minutes. It's unclear exactly how far this was, but the average distance between stars is about 5 light years.
That means his ship would have had to have been flying at over 1 million times the speed of light.
And when he's filled with love for his ohana, the power cell inside Stitch surges incalculably. He used this to defeat Dark End, an experiment explicitly made to be stronger than Stitch, who had just defeated 4 Stitch clones on his own.
And Stitch completely annihilated him. He knocked Dark End into outer space so hard he dislodged a city-sized space station. You know, like you do.
He's even managed to worm his way into completely different Disney
Oh
properties.
yeah, Lion King as
God,
well.
we don't have another Deadpool on our hands, do we?
With Stitch around, Lilo, Nani, and the inhabitants of Earth couldn't be safer.
Surf's up for everyone's favorite blue fuzzball of death.
Okay, I take that back about Stitch being overrated.
Somewhere in the Black Mountain Hills of Dakota, there was a young boy named Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon. Rocket, not Rocky. That's the Beatles song he's named after.
Well, I have wasted a lot of time on some very specific research.
In fact, it's just Rocket. Despite his startling resemblance to the resourceful dumpster diving mammal, Rocket originates from the alien planet Half-World, which served as an asylum for the criminally insane ruled over by alien humanoids.
Along with many of Half-World's cutesy inhabitants, Rocket was subjected to cybergenetic modifications by his overlords.
All with the purpose of being Half-World's warden, Ranger Rocket.
Rocket's mutations make him smarter, stronger, faster, and tougher than your average garbage goblin.
His cybernetic skeleton is connected to artificial vertebrae and neural implants, allowing him to dodge gunfire and laser beams, survive an explosion the size of a city block,
Damn.
and keep up with supervillains like Kraven and Venom.
Alongside pals Lila the
Okay,
Iron,
Venom's
all
impressive,
that
but
stuff. Yeah,
isn't Stitch
Rocket's
stronger?
found Mercenary Blackjack O'Hare and killer clowns and saved the day time and time again. I bet you're wondering what the hell this has to do with Guardians of the Galaxy.
In a convoluted editorial effort to reboot his character, Rocket left Half-World to become a mercenary and had his memories suppressed. After a betrayal by his otter lover, a different one, he has a thing for otters, Rocket was sent to jail. Space jail.
And prison changes a man. Gunn was the Saturday morning cartoon character of yore. He was a felon, cynical and hardened by the criminal justice system. The space criminal justice system.
Rocket suffered not only from his penal servitude, but the trauma of his brutal genetic modifications, and a lingering sense of alienation. It was in this personal hell where he'd meet a bunch of a-holes who would soon be his new teammates. Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, and of course, his best pal Groot.
And together they were the Guardians of the Galaxy, defending the free peoples of the cosmos from all manner of alien menace. For a price, of course. Though unlike some of the powerhouses on his team, Rocket's raccoon body is...
I told you he's not a raccoon. He was created on Half-World and is the last of an entire race of raccoon-like aliens. He just happens to look like an Earth raccoon.
Don't lecture me on raccoons, Wiz. I'm an expert. Been fighting the bastards for years. Did you know their tiny little bandit masks are for reducing glare to enhance night vision? They can hear noises as quiet as earthworms digging underground. And about 2/3 of the sensory perception part of their cerebral cortex is devoted to their tactile impulses. That's why they grab shit with their tiny little hands.
All perfectly suited to a nimble, stealthy glass cannon like Rocket.
Yeah.
That reminds me, when are they gonna have Sly Cooper on Death
As I
Battle?
was saying,
By the way, it's been
Rocket
10
became
years since we last saw a game from him.
Especially
Come on,
in all
Sony!
things technology and engineering. and fittingly, his specialty in combat is firearms.
Yep, that sounds like my cue, Wiz. Rocket's built giant mechs, cobbled together random junk for an improvised flamethrower, and casually slapped together a bomb strong enough to destroy a moon. Oh, and he's got every kind of hand cannon imaginable.
Look at that shitty grin on that bugger.
Guns, rifles, rocket launchers, plasma guns, laser guns, and my favorite, the melon popper, where melon means head and pop means kabam.
That melon belonged to a Super Skrull, one of the deadliest warriors in the Marvel Universe. With the combined abilities of the Fantastic Four, including the Thing, who survived a blast from the power cosmic that could split a planet in two.
Yeah, Rocket.
No wonder he can go up against the Hulk all the
like
time.
Part armed phasic cannon, which utilizes cold fusion and could melt the face off the Mad Titan himself, Thanos.
The same Thanos who is strong enough to survive a supermassive black hole 4 light years across, and came out with only light scratches.
The very same purple Shrek who's battled universe busters and beyond like Thor, Hulk, and Odin. If Thanos can walk through attacks from a dude who can shake the multiverse and Rocket's guns can hurt him, I'm gonna need one of those puppies under my pillow.
Me too!
Similar weaponry to what Rockets use can operate down to the picosecond, which is 1/1,000,000th of a second.
He can access all of these goodies at any time from his orbital stash, a remote-controlled satellite that'll deliver anything he wants lickety-split.
Rocket can zoom through the sky on his rocket skates, project force fields, teleport with a portable AI, melt through solid metal with acid, and even hack foreign technology.
Anything from a prison to a planet to an entire galactic empire. Rocket's the most dangerous not raccoon who's totally a raccoon in the whole universe.
And he's proven it with the Guardians. He's saved Earth at least 11 times, cured Ego the Living Planet of a lice infestation, and held his own against an entire world trying to kill him all at once.
He even devised a plan that ultimately stopped Dormammu, the Lord of the friggin' Dark.
Damn.
No wonder Star-Lord called Rocket the greatest tactical mind he's ever met, even if sometimes he has a tendency to run in guns blazing.
Though he'd always be a wisecracking son of a bitch, his time with the Guardians softened his edges. He
Even the
learned to
X-Men
enjoy
respect
life
him. I mean,
and even made it back to Half-World to send
he's
that
the one
bastard
Rogue
Blackjack
went to
O'Hara
when
back.
the X-Men had to
Clearly
infiltrate
is
a
one.
space
Whatever
station
you
and
do,
shit.
Don't call him a raccoon, because there's nowhere in the galaxy to hide from this gun-toting mother flarker.
Alright, this is looking to be a nice matchup, but it looks like Stitch has the edge. But I was wrong last time, like the Railgun Girl won. And that shot made Rocket's tail look like a turd, just saying.
You smashed my ship, Flark Face!
Sounds a lot like Bradley Cooper. Nice. I miss having the old fight thing to kick things off, but whatever.
What did you say about my mother? You disgust me.
Okay, Rocket does have better training and combat experience, but Stitch is way stronger. But Rocket's more of a tactician. Fire! 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 A little callback to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Of course.
That's it. Gonna need a bigger gun. Come to Papa.
I'm liking Rocket's attitude here. I hope he pulls it off.
My Thanos Buster. It's hunting season now, Buzzball.
Oh, the Thanos killing thing. No, that can't be it. But he can...
You gotta be kidding
Yeah, he can whip up stuff like... Oh no, he's gonna impale him, isn't he? No, 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 no! Fuck me! Aww. Kinda knew this was gonna happen, but... Still... A cute little raccoon!
Double KO! You know, brutally murdering Ice Cream Guy wasn't necessary, Wiz, but I felt it was an artful touch.
Though similar in many ways, Stitch and Rocket's fighting styles were polar opposites.
Stitch was more than strong enough to tear Rocket apart physically, while Rocket's guns were powerful enough to kill people even stronger than Stitch. So the question was simple. If both of them only needed one hit to win, who would get the killing blow first?
It all came down to speed. Rocket has dodged lasers, and his guns could operate down to the picosecond, 1/trillionth of a second.
But Stitch's supercomputer brain could operate down to the quintillionth of a second, a million times faster, at minimum.
And his ability to pilot that ship at over 1,000,000 times the speed of light meant that he more than had the reaction speed to dodge anything Rocket threw at him.
Rocket's tactical brilliance meant he could keep Stitch at bay with tricks for a while, but he couldn't reliably seal the deal. Despite being a little blue goblin, Stitch usually stays level-headed in a fight, whereas Rocket can be way more impulsive.
And frankly, Stitch is probably even smarter considering he has the combined IQ of an entire galaxy.
One slip up from Rocket is all Stitch would need to end the fight.
Rocket's arsenal was absolutely bonkers to be sure, but Stitch's superior speed, physical strength, and unbelievable intelligence gave him the win.
Looks like this Rocket's blasting off again!
The winner is...
Okay, that was clever. That was clever.
Where's he gonna leave the turkey behind?
The winner is Stitch.
Well, we did have another Deadpool situation after all.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new battle
disappointing
releasing every 2
outcome,
weeks
but
this year.
still a
And
pretty
click the
good
join button to get new
fight.
perks and extra content. Planet level members even see death battles before anyone else, so don't miss out.
Alright, what do we got next? This is a Naruto thing. Oh, well, it's got Vader, so yeah!